Hello everyone, welcome to News Extra. Today we're talking about the Old West Balloon Fest and the National Ballooning Championships coming up here in Scottsbluff County, specifically at the Mitchell Airfield a little bit later this year. And I have Executive Director Colleen Johnson with me, along with Michelle LaPointe, who is handling vendor relations for the event coming up. Thank you very much for joining us on News Extra today.
Thank you.
Now, this has grown over the course of time, and of course now it's gigantic this year, starting this year and another 2 years following. But vendors are a very important part of this event. Kind of explain what we need as far as vendors who may be out there who may be interested but aren't sure what to do.
Sure, we have a row that is specifically set up for our vendors. They'll have tents, they need electricity. We've got space available, so encourage everybody to go to the website, Old West Balloon Fest, click on vendors and register. Our board will then meet and approve and then send any acknowledgements out to the vendors and then any kind of information that they're requesting as well.
Now, is there a maximum set number of vendors, spaces that are available, or is it pretty much wide open at this point?
We do have some spaces available, so encourage them to hurry up, get their applications in, as we've got July 15th as a deadline.
It is a deadline, okay.
Yeah, so don't wait until the last minute.
Which tends to happen on occasion.
Yeah, right.
It does tend to happen on occasion. Now, as far as the vendors who have already signed up, what kind of variety are we looking at that's already going to be involved?
Ooh, great question. We have barbecue, shaved ice, souvenirs for balloons. Let's see, what else do we have out there? T-shirts.
And we will have the Logos is doing our official T-shirt this year, so we will have an official T-shirt. Nebraska T-shirt company will be there selling Nebraska-ish stuff, Nebraska branded stuff, and then just lots of different food vendors. And we also have vendor spots available for the night glows as well. So you can either choose to be a morning vendor for the morning launches on the 16th and 17th, or you can choose to be a vendor at the night glows, or both. The first night glow at WNCC will have food vendors only.
Okay. And as far as the vendors are concerned, this is primarily tied to the Balloon Fest itself as opposed to the championships, or do we have some
It's
crossover
going
as well?
Simultaneously.
Okay.
So basically what's going to happen is that the Nationals pilots will start competing on the 12th, and they'll compete all the way through the 17th, and then Old West pilots will join the Nationals pilots in competition on the 16th and 17th.
Okay, so there are those opportunities to be out there for the public, and it's going to be something that's going to be widely attended. We're quite sure of that, considering that it's drawing from across the nation to come in for the balloon championships. But there's even more that's going on related to the Old West Balloon Fest, and we'll be right back with that in just a moment. And we're back on News Extra today. We're talking about the Old West Balloon Fest coming up later this year at the Mitchell Airfield here in Scottsbluff County. I have Executive Director Colleen Johnson with me, along with Michelle LaPointe, who is handling vendor relations for the event. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Absolutely.
You know, there are so many other cogs that are going on with the Old West Balloon Fest and the ballooning championships. One of them starts up almost immediately. There's an art exhibit that's coming up.
There is at Western Nebraska Arts Center. So what they've done is a call to artists, photographers that have taken pictures of balloons in the past 4 years that we've had Balloon Fest, and they will be displaying that art, and there's actually going to be first, second, and third place. Yeah,
and that's here at the West Nebraska Arts Center starting up on the 27th. The opening of the gallery, the reception from 5 until 7 o'clock in the evening, and that's going to be a lot of fun.
That will be fun.
But there are some other things that we have going on that we also need to address as well with the Balloon Fest, specifically like the availability of parking.
Right. We do have a parking pass like we did last year. The parking pass will be $20, but it covers the whole week of events.
Okay.
We are having grand opening ceremonies on August 10th in Gearing on 10th Street. Both night glows, the WNCC night glow and the night glow at Five Rocks.
Okay.
And both morning launches, and those are super exciting. We're going to have free tethered rides for kids 12 and under. We'll have a kids education zone so they can learn everything about ballooning. And then, of course, our vendors. We have lots of really exciting vendors.
Yeah, definitely. Now, are those passes available for people to get now, or is there going to be a specific time for
No,
those?
they can purchase them online at theoldwestballoonfest.com. And right now they can purchase them at any Pinnacle Bank or Platte Valley Bank location.
Very easy to do so, and very inexpensive considering everything that goes into the ballooning championships and the Old West Balloon Fest,
Right.
and of
Right.
course the call to vendors. There's still some spots available. Again, if somebody is interested in being a vendor, how do they do so?
Go onto the website, the Old West Balloon Fest, click on vendors, fill out the application, and we'll go take it from there.
Sounds like it's a very easy plan to get all set up for
Yes.
something like that.
Absolutely.
All right, Colleen, Michelle, thank you very much for joining us on News Extra today.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.